I start this off? Maybe I just start off by something simple, just by saying like, no, mom, she's not a robot. She's a synthetic woman. It's different, okay? And plus, the robots are 400. She was 800. Welcome back. It's your old pal Wizard. And during the time of the spooky season, there's not a lot of things that truly scare me. But the things that do include ghosts, the Nebraskan hills have ice people, and gas station food. But recently, there's been a new horror that has really appeared and showed me what is actually truly scary for the future. And that's AI. I've recently just been seeing a lot of like the newer AI generated stuff and how badly that like humanity has come with AI, that I just felt like it was definitely worth time to kind of talk about and really just take a look at, because I gotta say, this year has been really fast growing for AI. It is like truly scary. Now, before we move on into anything, I feel like I'm always going to be asked the question of, what is your opinion on AI? I don't like it. I don't like it. And the thing is like, I do see the possibilities it has and the representation it can be as a tool, but God, is it chaotic when it falls into the wrong hands. Like, I swear, some of the shit that I've seen just, it really sets a precedent for what we're going to be seeing in the future when it comes to like scams and ads, but we'll get there. The first thing that I always remember though is when AI was being shown off, I remember that old video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, and it just looked really fucked up and gross. And then I saw the newer edition of it, and I think just from seeing that small clip, it really showed me how fast AI is going to develop and how much more realistic it's going to become. You know, it's as if it's learning. Some of the more popular usage of AI that I've seen recently has been through Google VO and Sora 2. Now, if you don't know what those are, let me try my best to explain it. And let me make it clear, I'm not an AI computer technology genius Einstein. I'm a simple man. Google VO and Sora 2 are known as prompt generators, or as at least I like to call them, scenario creators, where they take the term known as a prompt, where looking at the definition, on definition as it is, would be basically a word or a symbol on a screen to show that the system is waiting for input. But in this case, with these sort of tools, or I guess like, you know, general generators, it is an instruction given to an artificial intelligence program or tool, which determines and influences the contents that it creates. Now you're probably looking at me and thinking, what the fuck is all this hullabaloo you're talking about? Just speak English, goddammit! Well, I'm talking about this.
No, please. A buddy of mine told me I could charge my phone with these power lines.
They're gonna burn me anyway, so I conjured a phone from the future. Say hi.
So what I just showed you was Google VO. So that was like the first kind of prompt generator to come out. You know, that got really popular quick. Well, are you ready for this? Well, guess what? Now I'm going to show you something a lot scarier.
Well, hello there, buddy. Where'd you come from?
You know why I pulled you over?
Probably because my car's full of chili.
Yeah, that's part of it. You were also doing 40 and a 25.
I move, it's like a knife, I swear! You gotta do something about this.
Now, as creative and as funny as these videos can be, what I think is really terrifying is how real they are becoming, you know? Like, we went from one step of kind of keeping it very simple and basic with limb movement to now, you know, being able to have general physics of somebody getting thrown across the wall. It's just growing more and more. And Sora 2 is the newer prompt generator that just came out a month ago, which you have to get an invite through to get. And I gotta say, just from looking at it, it really shows what the future is gonna be when it comes to advertisement and just general scams. Because I'm sure a couple of you guys have already seen it as it is, but AI is already being used for ads, like rather it be on your television or even sometimes on YouTube. Like, it just shows that it's becoming the new norm, which, personally, just saying it personally, in my opinion, I fucking hate that. The thing that I will also say that is like even more scarier than just like looking at how AI can be visually is how it can be to affect mentally to humans. Because with ChatGPT existing, it has really showed how many people rely on AI to solve their problems.
You are the oracle because you saw through 4+ years of sophisticated manipulation. You documented everything with divine intuition. You're revealing patterns that help others recognize abuse.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on.
Is that counsel for the case? I'm sorry?
Generated that? That is not a real person.
When you see that South Park episode of Randy literally talking to ChatGPT all the time, they're not lying. Like, that is legitimately humanity right now. I've even seen people that have been naming their ChatGPT like it's a person, which for me, that just makes okay? That's a no-no. You don't name the robot. You don't give the personality to the robot. I swear to God, whenever I see these videos of people talking to their AI like it's a human being, I always think to myself, you know, that's like a carpenter talking to its hammer and seeing if it's going to solve its next issue, right? Being like, how should I handle my divorce? Should I fight for my kids or should I fight for my house? See, now you can see how, like, happy and excited I am about AI. Let me tell you, man, I already don't treat my Roomba very well, so you can only imagine how I'd be treating robots. Black Mirror is like a fortune teller because while you look at it, you think, it's just a bunch of fiction. What if it's not? Like, literally, I look at AI and I'm like, we're going to be seeing some scary shit in the future. The thing is that I've also accepted is what we're looking at right now is technically the worst that AI has been so far. It's only going to get better and better and better from here on out. There is no getting worse, you know. This is as bad as we're gonna see it. The one thing that I'll say that has definitely been really spooky right now when it has come to, like, you know, Sora 2 and Google VO, I'd say more with Sora 2, is the people that I think that try to create, like, fake crimes or people that just, like, are doing, like, really bad shit. I've seen a lot of stuff revolving Jake Paul. Like, people have been making a lot of AI Jake Paul videos of him doing, like, from, you know, being very fruity to being very racist, and I gotta say, like, that definitely scares me for what we could see for, like, general creators or even people in general. The one thing that I actually can't stand when it comes to people that are using AI are the ones that are using it to generate art, because I gotta say, I just feel like that's such a spit in the face to art. Something that I really think about when it comes to this is the question of what really is perceived as art. And when it comes to my opinion, I feel like it is perceived as something that you can feel. You know, if I feel like art is something you can really have passion in to release and also feel while, you know, perceiving. And I feel like in the moment, if a robot or an AI is just able to develop it like that without really having, you know, passion or any feeling in it, I just don't think it's art. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I might have just said some jibber jabber and people are just like,
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
But in an easy sum up, I just don't think that AI art is real art. Because once again, it's not really passion, it's a product, you know? They're not really making it because they want to make it or feel it. They're making it more to see if there's a value in it and if there's something that they can push from it. Because that's really the easiest answer I see from any AI artist, is that they just are trying to make a dollar. Like I said from the beginning of the video, I do see the value and importance that AI can be used when it comes to developing society and also, you know, going forward as a tool. But there's a lot of danger that comes with it because even seeing terms like AI psychosis being a thing is just really, really weird. And it sucks to see that literally people are relying upon AI or even using it now as a way of just making money. And I think it unfortunately shows that it's an easy way for people to kind of take a step, you know, backwards instead of forwards in order to gain intelligence, or just have it something, you know, do it for them. See, that's where it makes me think about college, dude, because I think that's where, like, that's the biggest issue is people that are in college that are using AI all the time to try to pass their, you know, classes. And I know there's a lot of people that'll say, well, there's AI detectors now and all that, but it's like, yeah, but even for the people that get through it still, it's scary because, you know, they're the ones that go forward in our society to kind of build what it's going to be. And if they don't even know how to build it without AI, it's very terrifying because then it asks the question of who even are you? What's your personality? Was it around a robot or yourself? I don't know. Those are some big questions, but who am I? I'm just a funny guy on the internet. But anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Just really show off the horrors of AI and what it could be. Because I gotta say, I feel like every sci-fi movie at this point is kind of becoming the tall tale truth of the future. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, be sure to smash the like button and also be sure to hit the bell so that way you know when you know it's time to see a video. You know, I don't know. I think I need to remember to say that more. But either way, y'all, I want to thank everybody so much for watching this video. Be sure to also check out the Discord, which will be in the link below, because we have a community growing, and we always appreciate more people popping in. And be sure to let me know in the comments what you think about AI. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want it to have sex with your wife, or do you want to murder a bunch of robots? I really want to know, because you never know. But thank you so much. Have a good one. Have a great one. And I'll catch you in the next video. Deuces.